Hi everyone, it's me Jess here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a very pretty but still super comfy dress. It's a basic puff sleeve dress in midi length and round neck. A perfect dress for your everyday wardrobe. So I hope you will like it and try it out. And let's get started. Here's the look of the dress I want to make. I divide it into 3 smaller parts. The bodice part, the sleeve part and the skirt part. I started making the pattern for each part first. To make the bodice part, I draw a horizontal line and a straight line cutting each other at one point. From the straight line, I make another line 2 cm next to it. On this line, I mark up 10 cm, which is a half of the neck side. After that, I mark on the horizontal line 9 cm, which is the dip of the neck that I want. Then connect 2 marks together. Based on it, I draw a slightly curved line to finish the neckline of the dress. On the second straight line, I make another mark at 16 cm, which is a half of my shoulder side. Then I draw a perpendicular line from that mark. The length of this line will be 3.2 cm, which is 1/10 my shoulder side. Then connect the end of this line to the end of the neckline to finish the shoulder line of the dress. Because of the new shoulder line, I redraw the neckline a bit. After drawing a straight line from the end of the shoulder line, I draw another straight line 16 cm next to it. It's 1/5 my bust side. From this line, I keep drawing another straight line 3 cm away from it. It will be the bust line of the bodice. On this line, I mark up 22 cm, which is a quarter of my bust side plus 2 cm. Then I draw a curved line from this mark to the end of the shoulder line to finish the sleeve line of the bodice. From the top of the bodice, I mark at 38 cm on the horizontal line. It's the length from the shoulder to 3 cm above the belly button. It's also the length of the bodice that I want. Then drawing a straight line from that mark. On this line, I mark up 21 cm, which is a quarter of my bust side plus 1 cm. Then connect this mark to the end of the sleeve line to create the side line of the bodice. To make the dash for the bust at the front bodice, I mark down 6 cm from the top of the side line. After that, I connect this mark to the middle of the bust line. On this line, I mark at 9 cm, which is 3 cm under the bust line. At the end of this line, I mark 2 sides 1 cm on the side line first. Then connect these marks to the mark I just made before that to finish the dart. Because of the dart, the side line will be changed a little bit. I fold the dart in to redraw the new side line for the front bodice. Adding 1 cm for seam allowance before cutting. And here's the front bodice pattern. Remember to cut it in faux fabric. To make the back bodice, I copy the front bodice pattern first. After that, I make the sleeve line a bit bigger for the back bodice. Then I move the dip of the neck a bit shorter for the back compared to the front. I also redraw the side line of the back bodice as well. Make sure the length of the side line at the front and the back will be the same, so you can connect them together when sewing. That's why I check the final length from the front bodice first, then I measure and mark on the back bodice later. Because of that, the ending line of the back bodice will be changed a bit too. I add 1 cm extra for seam allowance at the folding line of the pattern because the back will be made from 2 pieces. And here's the back bodice pattern after cutting. You will need to cut 2 pieces for this pattern. Moving to the sleeve pattern, I draw a rectangle with 30 cm width, which is a half of the width of the sleeve that I want, plus 1 cm for seam allowance, and 45 cm length, which is the length from the shoulder to my elbow, plus 2 cm for seam allowance. It's also the length of the sleeve that I want. From one width line, I draw a line at 18 cm next to it. It's 1/5 my bust size plus 2 cm. Then connect one end of this line to one end of the length line at the other side. It will create a triangle at the top of the sleeve. On the length line of the triangle, I divide it into 3 equal parts, then drawing a straight line based on it. These straight lines will cut the other line of the triangle and divide it into 3 other parts. At the ending part of this line, I mark in the middle first, then drawing a perpendicular line with 1 cm width after that. From the cutting point on the other 2 parts, I draw a perpendicular line with 2 cm. Then I draw a curved line going through these marks to finish the sleeve line of the sleeve. From the end of the length line of the rectangle, I mark up 25 cm on the width line. It's a half of the width at the end of the sleeve plus 1 cm for seam allowance. Then connect this mark to the end of the sleeve line to finish the underarm line of the sleeve. And here's the sleeve pattern after cutting. Remember to cut it in faux fabric. To make the pocket pattern, I draw a rectangle with 20 cm width and 30 cm length. On one length line, I mark in the middle first, then draw a curved line from this mark to one end of the other length line. And here's the pocket pattern after cutting. You will need to cut 4 pieces of this pattern. Now, let's start making this dress. I used 2.5 meters of cotton fabric for this DIY. The width of my fabric is 130 centimeters. After cutting the front patterns, I copied the dots from the pattern to the fabric at their positions. I folded that by the drawing lines, then sewing. Here are 2 pieces of the back bodice. I connect them together in the middle by the bing first. After that, I mark down 15 cm from the top of the back bodice. It will be the open part of the back bodice. Then sew the rest together. After sewing, I finish the open part of the back bodice by folding the end fabric inside 2 times with a ½ centimeter each time and sewing. Now I'm connecting the front and the back bodice together at the shoulders and 2 sides. To finish the neck of the bodice, I cut a long fabric line with 3.5 cm width and around 100 cm length. I connect the middle of the fabric line to the middle of the front neckline first. Then connect the rest of them together later and sewing. After the first seam, I fold the other side of the fabric line inside 2 times first, then make the last fold with all of them inside and sewing. By doing it, you can make the ties at the extra part of the fabric line. Moving to the sleeve, I finish the end of the sleeve by folding the end fabric inside 2 times with a half centimeter each time. After sewing, I draw a line 8 centimeters above the ending line. It will be the position of the elastic band I will put there later. I cut a long fabric line with 3 centimeter width, which is 3 times the width of the elastic band I will use, and 50 centimeter length, which is the length at the end of the sleeve. I add the fabric line to the line I drew before that and make the first seam. After that, I draw another line at 2 centimeters from the first seam. I fold the other side of the circle fabric inside around a half centimeter first, then keep folding to that line. Use the iron to make your folding, then sewing to create the fabric hole there. I cut a 26 centimeters elastic band, which is 2 centimeters longer than the width of my arm. After putting the elastic band through the fabric hole, sew 2 ends of it to the fabric to keep them from moving. After that, I connect 2 underarm mixed lines together. At the top of the sleeve, I make a loose seam first, then I create the gathering fabric there later. The gathering fabric should be around the top of the sleeve, and the final width will be the same as the sleeve line on the bodice, so you can connect them together later. And we finished the top part of the dress. Moving to the skirt part, I cut a big rectangle with 92 centimeter width, which is my hip size, and 80 centimeter length, which is the length from 3 centimeter above my belly button to over my knee, plus 6 centimeter. It's the length of the dress that I want. At the top width line, I marked down 7 centimeter on the length line. This will be the position for the pocket, then adding the pocket there after that. Doing the same for the other length line and sewing. Making one more piece like this, then connecting them together by the side line and sewing. From the top of the pocket, I marked down 14 centimeters, which is the width of the open part of the pocket where you can put your hand in. Then sew the rest together to create the dip of the pocket. At the end of the skirt part, I draw a line 8 centimeters above it. After that, I fold the end fabric inside 1 centimeter first. Then keep folding it to the line just drew before and sewing. at the top of the skirt and make a loose seam first. Then I create the gathering fabric there later. The final width of the gathering fabric will be the same as the width of the bodice, so you can connect them together later. And I finished this DIY. Here's my final result. This dress is just a classic one, so pretty and comfy. I hope you will try it out. See you next week.